Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 6 episode 8. It's called Recon. I guess we're going to pick up from the submarine reveal with Charles that he's found the island. Last episode, Dr. Linus was an absolute cracker. An absolutely superb episode for so many reasons that I don't know if I can put my finger on one thing that made it great. It was so many different things. Seeing Richard just suicidal and rejected, like he's wasted his life. Seeing Ben in the same light, and that scene with Ben and Ilana, all the scenes with Ben and Ilana were so intense. We're seeing a different side of Ben now. We used to Ben the liar, the man that lies so easily that he even jokes lies. The plane, when he said, who taught you to read or something? How can you read? He says, my mum taught me. And his mum's dead, but anyway, yeah, Ben's a liar. We're used to Ben being a manipulative liar. He only tells the truth when it suits him to tell the truth. But in the last episode, we saw him lay bare. He had when Ilana was forcing him to dig his own grave, and fake Locke came to him to recruit him. He had the chance to kill Ilana. He had the rifle and everything, and he didn't. He just laid his soul on the line that he'd been following the wrong person, that he'd been living a lie all this time. He was broken. He's a broken man, Ben. And then when he said he was going to go off and find Locke, and Ilana said why, and he said he's the only one that'll have me. Kind of flew by in the episode, but when I rewatched it, my God, that is a powerful scene. That was a very, very powerful scene. And I like Ilana now. I was really borderline with Ilana until then, until she said, I'll have you. It's like, wow. Ben's just confessed that he killed the person that Ilana thought of as a father, or a father figure, basically because he was too afraid to lose power, too afraid to lose the control that he'd built over the years. And he was angry, of course, at Jacob, but she still had him, and I don't know why. And I don't care why, to be quite honest. It could have been compassion. It could have been that she just doesn't want to see the Man in Black with any more recruits than is necessary. It could be that she still regards Ben as an enemy, and she just wants to keep him close to her, where she can keep an eye on him. I don't care. I don't care what her reasons are. It was just a beautiful scene. Don't take that. Don't take that away. Don't try and downplay it. It was a beautiful scene. Then we had the sideways story. Ben actually trying to protect Alex's future. And he had a chance to grab power for himself. But in this reality, he chose not to. He chose to put Alex first. And there was a parallel there, of course, with the scene with Ilana, where he confessed that he put the island first, put his power first, before Alex's life. So that was a really great sort of parallel storyline going on there. But it's getting to the point where we definitely need flashbacks for the Flash sideways. I said that before and I'll say it again. I want to know now why. Well, how did Rousseau end up in America? for Alex to end up at that school. I mean, she's French, isn't she? She's French speaking. And all her crew was French speaking, so one must assume that she came from a French speaking country. So there's quite a few of them. The only clue we've got is that she said she came out of Fiji, but that's not where she started from. I don't know, because I don't know all the French speaking countries. But how did they end up in America? And when did Ben and Roger leave the island? Roger was saying that he wished that they hadn't left. What would have become? They'd have been dead. But it proves that this is a completely different timeline, because Roger, I'm sure, was still on the island when the bomb went off, if the bomb went off. I'm still not totally sure what happened at the end of the last season, to be fair. And we're getting close to episode 11, where I'm supposed to take a break and do a ramble and put it all together, ready for the final episodes. And I'm so far off of that. I'm so far off of that moment in my head that, oh well. Recon. Charles has found the island. And Jacob wanted Charles to find the island, so... Oh, Kate did go with them. She's following Claire, isn't she?
Not yourself.
Hard to know what Kate's thinking at this moment, because she came into it a bit halfway through. Is this the same? Is this the con we've already seen, or is this a different con, but the same setup? Yeah, it's the same con, but a different
supposed
person.
To see that. Whoa.
Step away from the case.
Take it easy, honey.
Here's the thing, Dimples. I can spot a con man. I'm married to one. So I know all about the pigeon drop. How stupid do you think I am?
He was hoping it's not stupider than
stupid,
that.
Actually.
Excuse me?
LaFleur.
What?
Tried to warn you.
Getting a little close, huh?
Miles,
Got it.
this is Sideways, Sawyer.
Put your damn clothes on, Jim.
Why did I think this was a flashback? What an idiot I am. Everything's been sideways flashes, and for some reason I thought that was a flashback. And he's a cop. And Miles is a cop as well. How did that happen? He never wrote the letter, so he never became obsessed with revenge. Or he did, but he went the right way, decided to become a cop to try and capture the real Sawyer.
I'll speak with Anthony Cooper.
Oh, I see. He knows the name.
Back.
So he's got a name, he's just...
Who's Anthony Cooper? You know you can tell me the truth. About anything.
The partners.
Are you lying to me, man?
Yes.
Why the hell would I lie?
What happened back at the temple? How'd you know to rescue everybody from that smoke thing?
I didn't rescue them. I'm the smoke thing.
You telling me you killed all those people?
Yes.
I gave them the opportunity to leave peacefully, and they didn't take it.
Why not?
Because they're convinced that they're protecting the island from me, when in fact, all I want to do is leave. So it's either kill or be killed.
There's a bit of truth to that.
What's on Hydra Island?
The plane, the Ajira flight, the same plane that brought your friends back. Unfortunately, they didn't come alone. And I have reason to believe that some of the other passengers mean to do us all harm. So I want you to go over there, do some recon.
Ah.
Well, that sounds safe.
Find out everything you can about them, and then get back here.
Why exactly am I doing this again?
Why do you think, James? We get on that plane, we fly off this island, and we never looked back.
They've got to get Frank. Unless the Black Smoke's learnt how to fly aeroplanes, then they're going to have to recruit Frank.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You be Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I certainly am.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Ship down, yeah. Of mice and men. Why the hell is she snooping?
What did you see?
Nothing, just this, that picture fell out and I was just trying to put it back.
What did you see?
Nothing, I didn't see anything.
Get the hell out.
James, just let me explain.
Get out!
Do you believe Locke?
What do you mean?
That he can get us off the island?
Yes, I believe.
There's no passion in his voice anymore.
No.
It's broken.
Saeed, please, stop.
Saeed, do something.
You all right?
No, I'm not all right.
I thought they were actually still friends. I thought Claire had forgiven Kate for that. Oh, they're the other passengers, aren't they? Don't know why I'm holding my breath.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the only one left.
Whoa, shut up! Is there something you want to tell me? What? Is there something you want to tell me?
Look, she opened the wrong drawer.
What the hell are you talking about? I want to know what you were doing in Australia when you told me you were in Palm Springs.
Oh.
I ran your credit card. I know you went to Sydney. Oceanic, round trip.
That's none of your damn business.
You know what? You're right. Because I'm not your partner anymore.
Wow. So what was he in Australia for? It couldn't have been the same reason. Could it? 7 years bad luck.
I promised before that I would keep everyone safe. And that means you too, Kate.
She says things like that and I think, why is he the bad guy?
It'll take a bit of work and someone who knows how to do it. I take it you haven't come across the pilot?
No, ma'am.
How many people did you say were with you?
A couple dozen.
She's
They all come on the
reconning
same plane as
him.
you?
Some, not all. You're good, sweetheart, but you ain't that good.
What are you talking about?
Who are you?
Put your weapon down!
You referred to me as a dead man.
Yeah.
I am not a dead man. I know what you're feeling, Kate. I know what you're going through.
How do you know that?
Because my mother was crazy. Long time ago, before I looked like this,
He's Aaron?
I had a mother just like everyone. She was a very disturbed woman.
No.
And as a result of that, I had some growing pains.
Why are you telling me this?
Is John Locke saying this or is the man in black saying this?
Aaron has a crazy mother, too.
Yes. We knew this.
Hello, Mr. Ford. My name is Charles Whitmore.
The fella sent a freighter to the island loaded with guys to kill us all.
It's sad, really.
That's what Ben told you.
How little you actually know.
Yeah.
Well, I know you murdered all them people out there and dropped them in a ditch.
We didn't murder those people. But I don't expect you to believe that.
Good, I don't. John Locke sent me.
John Locke's dead.
I think we both know the guy I'm talking about's not really Locke.
Yes.
I'll go back over there and tell him the coast is clear. I didn't find anybody. Then I'll bring the old man right to your doorstep. Then you can kill him. So. Do we have an agreement?
I think we do.
I know there's a man over there on that island that ain't gonna let us get on that plane without a fight. Came over on a sub. Name's Widmore.
Charles Widmore?
Well, I guess y'all know each other.
Yeah.
He ain't alone. Counted at least 6 armed compadres with him, not to mention whatever crew's on that sub.
There's a locked room on there. Something they're hiding.
When I was 9 years old, my father shot my mother. I chased down a lead in Australia. Got a name, Anthony Cooper. I ran the name, I got a list of Anthony Coopers, and I've been calling them. And when I find the right one,
Gonna bring him in.
I'm gonna kill him.
Okay then. Oh. Kate.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna let them fight it out.
Look after number one.
Got their hands full with each other. You and me are getting the hell off this island.
Even if we could get on that plane, who's gonna fly it?
You ain't taking the plane, Freckles.
Taking the sub. Okay, that's another 10 out of 10 episode. I thought Dr. Linus was good, and this one is just as good. I may have to raise the grade a little bit. So we started off seeing Sawyer pulling off the con that we've seen him pull off before, and for some reason I got totally sucked into that. Thought we was looking at a flashback. I thought we was looking at the same con, you know, the actual physically the same con. But yeah, there were subtle changes, wasn't there? The room was, I don't know how I spotted on that. I don't know how I managed to get myself into a position where I thought we was looking at a flashback, because it was a sideways flash, the same as all of them this season. And Sawyer is a cop in this reality, which makes a lot of sense. If we're looking at an alternative reality, making him a cop was a logical step. And like he explained to Charlotte at the date, he had a choice to become a criminal or a cop, and he chose to be a cop in this reality. But I want there to be a follow-up for this episode, because he's on the trail of Anthony. Even has a name this time. But he hasn't caught him yet, and I want to see what happens when he actually comes face to face with him. Is it going to be the same as the original timeline, or will he do the right thing? And the mark, the person he was setting up, it looked a little bit like Ilana, although it also looked a little bit like Cassidy, because I'm rubbish at recognising faces. Okay, then we will drop that one. Miles was his partner, which was unexpected. I suppose Miles has just used his natural talent for good, I suppose, because in the original timeline he wasn't a con man, but a little bit. Anyway, Man in Black, he sends Sawyer off to the Hydra to Recon. basically to meet up with Charles and see what Charles had to say. And I honestly thought, because Sawyer's on a lookout for number one kind of mode again, I thought he would definitely double cross the Man in Black to Charles, because obviously a submarine is a lot easier to escape the island than a plane that's beached in the sand. But he didn't double cross the Man in Black. In fact, he double crossed Widmore and told Man in Black everything. So the Man in Black is the one that's afraid of Charles, not Jacob. What the hell is going on with this? And it was really nice to see Charlotte again at that date, even if it was only a slight guest appearance. And when she found the file on Sawyer, I thought she was being a bit snoopy. Well, why would she look? But when I watched it back a second time, I realised, yeah, she wasn't really snooping. And yeah, that photograph did just fall out. And when you open the file to put it back and you see the headline of "Man Kills Wife," you are gonna worry, aren't you? Just in case that the murderer is the person you've got in the shower at the moment, or whatever. So yeah, I can't blame her for what she did. It's completely understandable. But Sawyer just went off on one because he's a private person. What else happened? Claire attacked Kate, but then they resolved it again. And Man in Black explained why Claire is insane, but he also talked about his mother to Kate. And we know that John Locke's mother did the disappearing act, so I think that was definitely the Man in Black talking. And he had a mother at one point. Was his mother the hippo goddess? I'm still thinking that Jacob and Man in Black are deities or godlike demigods or something like that, but maybe they're just people. It doesn't explain how the Man in Black can turn into smoke, or either of them can live for hundreds of years and bestow immortality on people. Yeah, I think a big theme in this episode was telling the truth. That lies will only get you so far, and eventually you have to tell the truth. Eventually Sawyer had to tell Miles what was really going on and why he was in Australia. The Man in Black has, I think, told truths. Ben, in the last episode, had to finally admit the truth. So, yeah, we're building into this sort of everything's coming out into the open kind of phase of the show, which really we needed that drive, because there was too many secrets, and that kind of holds back the plot, I think. Best line in the whole episode was definitely Sawyer, quite rightly able to say the classic line, "Take me to your leader." And now we've got to see where all this takes us. You know, Man in Black has admitted to, at least to Sawyer, that he's the smoke monster. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to start putting all these things together. And also we found out that Dogon had been keeping the truth from his followers, as well as Richard and Ben and all that lot, because they didn't know the Man in Black was the smoke monster. But Dogon knew, and Dogon backwards is no god. I did realise that. That's if his name is spelt Dogon. If it's spelt Dogun, Dogun, his name backwards is New God. So he's conflicting messages on that one. I better leave it there. Thank you very much for the thing. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye bye. Done. Yeah, making him a cock.